people, welcome back to another honey house video. In this video, I'm really excited because I am doing a Q&A. I asked people all over social media to leave some questions for me so I can answer them for you here. And we are taking a seat for this one because there are a few good questions that I want to go into depth with, and I have a lot to explain for them. Let's go. On a quick note, I want to thank everybody who put down a question and participated. It makes this really fun, engaging, and informational for other people that are watching. Thank you, and I hope for future Q&As there will be more questions and more questions and more questions. I will only be saying the first name of the person just for confidentiality. That being said, Andy asked, what does the honey process entail? Also, will you start selling body products made from honey wax? Andy, let me tell you, the honey process is a long process. We start in May and we push it all the way through the end of September, early October, depending on the weather. Basically, the whole summer, we are producing and harvesting honey here. It's a lot of fun, a very rewarding process, but again, it takes a long time. It's very tedious. As far as selling body products with beeswax, I would love to do that eventually in the future. We don't get a huge wax supply here. We do get wax, but I try to keep it in its raw form so people can actually do what they want with it. Make candles or deodorants or chapsticks, but I would like to do that eventually, and I think it would be so nice to offer that. I myself really love organic and natural cosmetics, body products, scrubs or face masks, which you could do with beeswax. Definitely something to look forward to do. Next question we have asked by Eric. He asked, what made you decide to start your own business as opposed to going for the traditional corporate job? To make a long story short, I graduated college in 2019, and my whole senior year of college, all the professors kind of push you into the direction of finding a job. They try to help you line up your career, but nothing was really working for me. I was going to interviews, I was getting rejected, which is fine. It was a really good learning experience. In early May or late April, my uncle asked me to come help him do some computer work because he was 78 at the time and he didn't really know how to handle the computer very much. He asked me to come do some eBay work for him, as well as continue with the beekeeping that he's been teaching me over the years. So I said, of course, because I didn't have any other type of work to do. I came here to do that with him and help him, and that kind of turned into this project that we got going on over here, my honey house. Long story short is, even if you don't know where you're going in life, try and go do something anyway and see what you can make out of it. The next question was asked by Nina. She asked, how many bees do you currently have that supply your products in the store, and what does the process entail through the different seasons and general beekeeping? We have 12 hives here that supply our honey. As for the different seasons, since we live in the Midwest, we have to produce enough honey that will last us for the whole year, because during the winter months, the bees actually go into hibernation mode. They don't produce honey. And I'm gonna tell you, we do produce enough as of now, but I'm hoping that one day we'll have to get more and more and more. Next question was asked from Boyan, and he asked, what made me decide on opening up my own business? And I sort of touched on that with my uncle's story about coming to help him and having that process evolve into this. Really, I was very interested and passionate about providing something that would really help people, especially during last year of 2020, the pandemic, which is honey. Honey is medicinal. It can really help you prevent from getting diseases and sicknesses. It keeps your immune system going all day long. You can actually check out another video I have of 10 reasons to eat raw pure honey every day, which kind of goes over that. But really, honey and other natural products that I have been able to produce here It is the reason that I opened my business. I wanted to help people in the sense that many people were sick, that there is really no talk about how to keep yourself healthy, unfortunately. So I really went in with that mindset that it was great to spread awareness of how you can keep yourself healthy, and eating honey and whole organic foods is one way to do that. That's why we do not add anything to our honey product. I really try to keep everything as pure and as whole as possible, just as nature intended to give it to us. Mark asked two different really good questions that I'll answer both. His first question was, is it true that honey is used for wound and burn healing? Yes, this is true. This was an older method that people used before there was Western medicine involved to help with healing of wounds or burns, especially when there were times of war. So honey has a lot of medicinal, antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties. That's why honey helps with these type of issues. Now, I would not suggest to put it on a very big open wound. These are for more smaller cases of wounds or burns. Definitely, if you have a big wound or burn, go get it checked out and taken care of properly. That's why we have the medicine we do now. For smaller burns, try out the honey method for you and see for yourself that honey really does help with small burns and wounds. Mark's second question is all honey the same? Answer is no. All honey is not the same because honey is made from different nectar sources. Throughout the seasons, there are different plants and trees that bloom, which are different nectar sources for the bees. Therefore, we have different types of honey. The next question was asked by Blanca. Blanca asked, what are different types of variations of honey out there? She's seen really dark honey and always wondered what honey is best. This kind of goes off my last answer for Mark's question. There are a lot of different types of honey, clover honey, different seasonal honeys that you get. That's why some are darker than others as well, because the different nectar sources will also cause the changes in color. Also, the time at which you harvest honey within a season can change the color too. As far as the best type of honey, I'm not trying to be biased here, but I would say that my honey is probably one of the best honeys for two major reasons, which one, we do not add anything to our honey. It's completely pure and all natural. Unlike store-bought honey, which is normally displayed to look very uniform, meaning that they alter it through production so that it looks all the same in the grocery store and generic, which oftentimes means that there is additives to it. So mine is pure and raw and natural. And the second thing is the types of honey that we produce here. Majority of our honey is called acacia honey, which comes from the acacia trees that bloom throughout the summer. But we have another variation of basswood honey, which comes from the basswood trees that only bloom for about 1 month. So we have a limited supply of that. Now the basswood honey is our more lighter honey, versus the acacia, you can get a little bit darker color from it. Also, the darker color is for later in the season too when we harvest. Acacia and basswood honeys, which you don't find in the grocery stores very often. That's why mine is really, really good and tasty and very beneficial for you, unlike store-bought honey, and is completely raw and natural and pure. And Liz asked, how does honey correlate with different type of medical issues? So this one goes into a lot of depth in terms of how beneficial honey is for you. I've mentioned in my honey benefits video that raw pure honey is really good for your allergies or seasonal allergies. To answer this question, ladies who are breastfeeding or pregnant, taking pure honey is a natural and organic alternative than to taking the allergy medicines that can make you often drowsy, and those are chemically made versus these are naturally made. That's one way that honey can help with some medical conditions specifically, and I actually had a PA tell me that too. So she was the one who brought it up to me that this can help women who are going through pregnancy or breastfeeding. I just got one more question that I want to answer, which was, what other products do we sell at the Honey House? And that is, we have of course our honey that we make here, And we also have loose leaf teas. Some of them we grow here on this property and harvest as well. All these teas are herbal and medicinal. You can check out my tea video for that. And then we also carry jams and compotes and some other canned goods that I make with fresh fruits that are in season at the time. So that allows me to use really good and fresh and ripe ingredients. I do not use any frozen, and we do not put any sugars or preservatives in all of our jams. They're completely natural, as whole as the fruit as well. We also have a few other items that you can find actually on our website at honeyhouseab.com. So go visit us for more information about the products we carry as well. Well, that is it for this Q&A video. Thank you all who participated and asked some questions. I would love to do more of these in the future. Thank you for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. So I'll be sharing more informational videos per usual at the Honey House. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I have a Twitter page now. All honeyhouseab, and I'll see you in the next video. Buzz, buzz, bye!